Now that you have a bit of an understanding of what authority actually is, I want to review some popular authority websites that we'll be leveraging to actually build our authority. So we know that authority sites are websites that Google already trusts. They've spent the time building up that trust over years and years, some over decades. And Google holds an almost implicit trust in some of them, especially with those guys that are up there in the page rank of 7, 8, 9, and 10. So one of our strategies is going to be to leverage these popular authority sites to build out authority content. And we're not only going to build out authority content, but we're going to do other stuff. We're going to put out profiles on social media sites. Now, I'm not talking about personal profiles. I'm talking about profiles for, whatever business we're working on. If you're going to become a professional SEO, then it would be the profile for your client. If this is just for your website, of course, if this is going to be building out profiles for your site, definitely this is going to involve a bit of legwork, some blood, sweat, and tears, but it'll be worth it in the end. I just wanted you guys to keep, all the fundamentals in mind as you're doing this. You need to really ask yourself, are you doing everything above board, which is going to be really important. Remember about forging value and building trust. So, our goal here is going to be to get out there and create some awesome content. Now, not only do we want to create, authority site profiles and create content on authority sites, but we also want to create excellent content on our sites because we want our site to become an authority site. It's not going to happen overnight, no matter what somebody promised you, thousands and thousands of visitors in 1 week or in 1 month or whatnot. It's going to take time. It's going to be a grind, and that's what SEO is. But as long as you engage in the right tactics and you do things the right way, then, over time you will build your authority and eventually you will become an authority. But for now, we're going to have to leverage the authority sites that exist out there because there's millions and millions of eyes on those authority sites. When we tap into those authority sites, it's very, very powerful. Now, our goal really is to create awesome content because on authority sites, if we create awesome content, then it's going to get shared, liked, retweeted, plus one, talked about, it might even hit the news if it's something really, really great. So, we want our stuff to go viral, but even if it doesn't go fully viral, we want it to pick up steam and we want it to get noticed on these authority sites. So that's going to be our goal. We really want to, push really good content out there and ensure that we succeed with content marketing. So right now, we're building the fundamentals. Of course, I'm still talking about how we're going to build authority, and really the popular authority sites are going to help us to do that. Now, this I'm going to be including a downloadable resource in here for you guys. So don't worry about that. I'm going to talk about these 45 authority sites, and you'll be able to download this list after you're done watching this. So, there are tons of them. Now, we're going to want to create profiles on each of them, and then we're going to engage in some content marketing later. I've gone through and labeled some of the page ranks. Now, this might not be, 100% accurate, but these are pretty close as far as the time that, I went through and did these. This list is actually from an online marketing book that I wrote. So it has some great authority sites. So, of course, Twitter is really, really popular. If you're not on Twitter, you should be on Twitter. Now, I'm not a huge Twitter person, but it's definitely important for you to build out your profile on Twitter because we do want to start sharing links on Twitter, and later on, we'll talk about some strategies on how we can leverage people, that are already authorities by contacting them through Twitter. We also want to use Facebook, of course. I'm really big into Facebook. I really enjoy Facebook. We're going to want to build out a business page, for whatever that we're doing because Google is paying special attention to these now. Twitter, Facebook, and Google Plus. Back in the day, social media wasn't important, but now they're paying attention to the content that they can see. So, if it's a public page with public comments, they're looking at the shares, the likes, the comments, and the retweets, so on and so forth. Of course, the plus ones. As you can see in that Moz toolbar, these are highlighted. These are important indicators right now to Google. So keep that in mind. And of course, LinkedIn, Zing, Vimeo, WordPress.com, Pinterest.com, Tumblr.com. So we have a big long list here of some authority sites. And so we're going to be kind of going after some of these. Now, some of the important ones that I wanted to highlight to you guys, where we'll be building out content to do content marketing, will be, of course, sites like Facebook. We'll want to do some content marketing using Facebook, but primarily also focusing on Google Plus and YouTube. Of course, YouTube's going to be huge. YouTube and Vimeo are huge now. You're to do the video stuff. It doesn't mean that you necessarily have to go out there and shoot video. You could just grab some images, fade them in and fade them out, do a voiceover, or put some text in there by using iMovie or whatever other video editing software you can come up with. You could even use a suite of built-in tools on YouTube.com. Now, in the beginning, I know that it's going to be hard, but the video stuff is so amazing, and Google loves YouTube. I'm not sure if it's because they own it or has a huge page rank, but really doing stuff on YouTube really helps you, because anything that you put on YouTube ranks pretty quickly. If we do some pretty cool some pretty cool SEO strategies to the YouTube videos, and we can get it to rank even faster. Now, another distinction that I wanted to make to you right now is when we engage in SEO strategies, there's a huge difference, because when we're doing authority site strategies and we're doing strategies that relate to our website, there's a big distinction that we need to make, because when we first register a website, we land in Google's sandbox. The sandbox, which I've already talked about, is Google's way of filtering out whatever happens to our website. So, links don't have the same impact, content doesn't have the same impact. It's because we don't have trust. Again, it's back to that example of going to the bank when, you're a brand new business and the banker says, hey, where are your sales? How can I trust that you're going to pay back the money that I loan you? So, what we can do as far as SEO strategies to authority sites, is a little bit different. We can get away with a little bit more. We still want to do things above board and ensure that we do things organically. But, there are certainly other things that we can do to try and sway things in our direction a little bit quicker. But, if you do the research in the beginning and you find the right keywords, then you don't really have to worry about that, especially if there's little competition. Again, this is gonna boil down to how well you can create high value content. So the content is like the anchor. I mean, literally, it's like, your website is like a ship in the sea. It's kind of lonely out there, and if you want to anchor it and even build bridges to islands and stuff like that, you really have to create excellent content. So the content is the anchor. So we're going to focus on creating really excellent content. We're going to even use WordPress.com, Blogger.com, those kind of websites. SlideShare, you'll see me speaking about SlideShare a lot, because SlideShare is huge. SlideShare is owned by LinkedIn, and it's a place where you can create presentations, and it has a very high page rank. Stuff you put on there can go viral pretty quickly. Of course, many people know about Reddit and Scribed.com. Scribed.com is huge. MySpace, still has a high page rank, even though it's not a very popular website anymore. StumbleUpon, that's another great one. So, we'll be leveraging these to create links, and it's going to be a slow and methodical process, but we'll have to get organized and ensure we have all of our ducks in a row. And as we build out the content, we're going to share it, we're going to do content marketing, and then we'll do some pretty cool tiered linking strategies that I'll teach you guys about a little bit later on. But for now, again, we're laying out the fundamentals. So the better that you can understand stuff now, the more you can kind of leverage those fundamentals when we speak about the strategies, and you'll understand not only what the strategy is, but why it works, how it works, and why it works, because you'll already understand the fundamentals. So keep this in mind, and you can download this this resource upon completing this video. And I would recommend going through and at least setting up profiles on each of these. You don't have to do them all in one day. You can break it out, do like 5 or 10 a day. And we'll have to drop the link in there and do descriptions and stuff like that. You want to make sure that you build out thorough profiles. Don't just throw in your link and don't put anything else. The picture, for your business, the logo and stuff like that is really important. The description, you want to make sure that you do everything the best of your ability. You don't want to just do it kind of halfway. You want to do it, the full way, even though if nobody is looking, Google is looking. So take the time to really build out the profiles. We're going to be using these websites. We're going to be using these websites and leveraging them in our authority marketing stuff. So keep that in mind.